Since 2011, Chris Hemsworth has been a beloved member of the Hollywood elite, yet his constant appearances in movie fan casts are getting to be too much and highlights a major problem in the film industry. Chris Hemsworth's movie career first began in 2009 when he took on a minor role in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. Just a couple of years later, Hemsworth took on arguably his most significant part to date, the MCU's Thor, the God of Thunder. Since then, Hemsworth has become a staple of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and has appeared in a number of action movies and franchises. I have to clarify that I love and respect Hemsworth and his career. Although Hemsworth could easily be pigeonholed as nothing more than a buff action hero, he has brought an impressive level of charisma and humor to many of his roles. Fat Thorpe from Avengers: Endgame is a notable example, but there is also Hemsworth's role in 2016's Ghostbusters or Men in Black, International. All in all, Hemsworth is a talented actor and a seemingly kind person. However, these positives do not mean that Hemsworth needs to appear in every franchise fan cast ever. Chris Hemsworth is great, but he doesn't need to appear in every major franchise. Hemsworth already has plenty of franchise credits. There is a strange occurrence happening among movie buffs where Hemsworth happens to come up in almost every movie franchise's fan cast. For example, AI-generated art for Pirates of the Caribbean 6 included Hemsworth and Jason Momoa as a new pair of Jack Sparrow-like sailors. Hemsworth has no real attachment to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, yet he has been thrown into the ring anyway. Worse is when these fan casts go beyond just audience predictions, like how Hemsworth is rumored to be playing Cinderella's Prince Charming in the upcoming Disney movie, Prince Charming. There certainly isn't anything wrong with casting Hemsworth in new movies, but I think his constant fan casting must come to an end, especially when it comes to major franchises. The majority of Hemsworth's career has been dedicated to massive IPs, from Marvel to Star Trek and Mad Max to Transformers. Hemsworth doesn't need any more big franchises under his belt, whereas it would be interesting to see him in more surprising, non-IP roles. Ultimately, Hemsworth is a great actor, but that doesn't mean he is right for every single movie, and fan casting him only overshadows more suitable actors. Actor fan castings used to be fun, but it has turned into popularity contests. Fan casts should prioritize smaller actors. Thor, played by Chris Hemsworth, wields Mjolnir and Stormbreaker in Avengers Endgame. Hemsworth's constant appearances in fan casts points to a larger problem with fan casting. In the past, fan casting was a fun and exciting activity that got audiences more invested in upcoming movies. Even better was when these fan casts actually came to fruition. However, these days, I feel as though fan casts have lost some of their magic. When the same group of actors continuously shows up in every fan cast, it seems like viewers have become too attached to certain performers. In reality, I think fan casts are more beneficial for the smaller actor than the movie star. The problem with fan casting Hemsworth into every major franchise is that it ignores other actors that could benefit from a franchise role. As previously mentioned, Hemsworth has had more than enough franchise roles and his career is beyond established. On the other hand, there are many less popular actors that have just as much talent, but just need a boost into the spotlight. I understand that fan casts rarely have an influence on actual movie castings, but I think the practice could be revitalized by focusing on smaller actors rather than including the same rotation of well-known performers. Chris Hemsworth should focus on more original projects. What is Hemsworth working on next? Dr. Dementus, Chris Hemsworth, in a sandstorm in Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. One final issue I have with fan casting Hemsworth in franchises is that he could be great in more original projects. While it is certainly exciting to see him take up big roles in beloved franchises, I think it would be far more interesting to see him originate his own characters. Once again, Hemsworth is a very talented actor and I want to see him in new environments that he's never really been in before. Fan casting him in every big franchise role diminishes his talent and ignores that he can explore more unique and unexpected roles. At the moment, Hemsworth is still deep in franchise movie roles. Reportedly, Hemsworth is set to appear in 2025's Extraction 3, another Thor movie, and the upcoming Transformers G.I. Joe crossover. He is also working on a film called Crime 101, which is based on a novel and has a star-studded cast including Mark Ruffalo and Barry Keoghan. I have no doubt that Chris Hemsworth will continue finding incredible work, which means his fan casts don't need to take top priority any longer.